They say you won't feel it at first, the shift, the moment when humanity quietly fractures into two distinct paths. But look closer, something is already happening. The dreams are changing, the air feels heavier, whispers drift through our collective consciousness like echoes from a prophecy half remembered. Nostradamus once wrote of a division so profound that mankind would no longer recognize its own reflection, not in the mirror and not in each other. This isn't a story about nations or ideologies. It's a story of souls, of those who awaken and those who never will. Let's pull back the veil. We're about to uncover warnings hidden for centuries and confront the question, which side are you really on, the awakened or the lost? Buried in the faded ink of Nostradamus's Les Prophéties lies a verse that's long been dismissed. But in Century 8, Quatrain 41, he wrote, "The great multitude will awaken, one part driven to light, one to blackened waters. Not all who see will see, and not all who sleep will stay asleep." Mystics have whispered for generations. This was never about physical war. It's a metaphysical schism, a fracture in the spiritual timeline, a moment where reality splits, where people share the same space, but live on entirely different frequencies. Some rise above the veil, stepping into clarity. Others drown in distractions, guided by voices that mimic truth, but serve only control. Nostradamus foresaw this, not just the future, but the divergence of perception itself. Many believe the split begins with an event, disaster, war, collapse, but no, it starts in silence. 1,000 small cuts across the skin of civilization, shifts in behavior, shifts in attention, a growing dissonance between those who feel the pressure building in their soul and those who numb it with noise. The awakened speak of synchronicities, dreams leaking into waking life, loops in time, sudden urges to break free from systems that once defined their existence. Meanwhile, the lost dive deeper into the matrix, more news, more drama, more consumption. Nostradamus described this as irreversible. Two trains silently veering onto separate tracks, still visible to one another, but never again meeting. Who are the lost? Not evil, but hypnotized. Sleepwalkers in a dream that was never theirs. Ensnared by centuries of programming, education, entertainment, technology, engineered desires. They chase progress without direction, freedom without awareness, information without wisdom. Nostradamus portrayed them with eyes wide open, but pupils clouded. The awakened, the sentinels, are different. They sense when something is off. They feel too much. They carry both ancient instincts and futuristic visions. And now, they're being activated, often unwillingly. It's not easy, it's lonely, it's painful. And illusions are waiting to pull them back. If you feel this, drop a comment below. You're not meant to awaken alone. We talk about digital distractions and mental health crises. But what if these are symptoms of a much older sickness, a frequency war? Nostradamus spoke of metal tongues and singing spheres, likely references to electromagnetic influence on the human mind. This split isn't just ideological, it's vibrational. The awakened begin tuning into silence, sacredness, and intuitive resonance. Truth vibrates at a frequency that cannot be faked. But for the lost, the frequency lowers. Fear, scarcity, emotional manipulation. They're drowned in noise that silences their soul. One of Nostradamus's most chilling messages is the warning of inversion, the flipping of good and evil, truth and lie, light and dark. He foresaw a time when the beast wears robes of virtue and the wise are dressed as fools. Look around. Who do we reward? Who do we silence? The inversion is complete when deception is celebrated, and truth is punished. The awakened feel this dissonance in their bones. The lost, they drink from poisoned wells and praise the taste. Nostradamus also warned of a false dawn, a light that warms no one. Movements and trends that claim awakening, but lead only to controlled confusion. These mimicries hijack the soul's longing for truth. They distract rather than transform. The real path, it's lonely, it's shadowed, it's silent. He warned, "Unity without fire shall divide the earth. This false unity is uniformity disguised as peace." Look closely, and you'll see them. Children born with knowing eyes, psychic sensitivities, and memories that don't belong to this life. Nostradamus called them the seeds of the second dawn. They see both worlds, the broken one they were born into, and the hidden one they're here to restore. Misunderstood, labeled, misdiagnosed. But they are bridges, and many are awakening faster than the rest of us. They must be protected. They must be guided. If you're one of them, claim your power. Nostradamus foresaw the breaking of illusion's outer crust, not apocalypse, but revelation. Cities trembling, systems dissolving. The old world cannot hold the frequency of the new. Collapse is necessary. It's a trial by chaos. The lost will panic. The awakened will breathe easier, finally, because they know this isn't the end. Have you noticed it? Two people see the same event and interpret it completely differently. This is not an accident. It's fractured reality. Nostradamus wrote, "The world shall be one, yet seen as two, one through shadow, one through flame." Reality has splintered. The awakened co-create a new layer of truth, quietly, invisibly, until the veil breaks. Have you felt this, like you're living in a different world? Share your experience below. Across time, Nostradamus spoke of silent protectors, guardians. These are beings marked by light, not crowns. They don't rule, but rather they hold open the door. You know, they may be artists, healers, hackers, or even strangers you never forget. Their job? Well, it's to keep the gateway visible, so others may cross. You are not just meant to awaken, you are meant to reach back and help others awaken too. If that's you, speak. Let your light be seen. The greatest illusion? That we are alone. Nostradamus warned, "The soul shall believe it walks alone." But that is the final trick. We are connected, across fields of thought, heart, and intention. So now, speak truth, reach out, share this with someone who needs to hear it.